Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard. Tonight we're playing, or today or this morning, however, whenever you're actually watching this video. But for me, it's nighttime, hence the tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, uh, we're playing Planet Zoo. We're back in the Adventure Jungle Zoo. This is a sandbox um, playthrough, and every animal that is going into this zoo is going to be a tropical animal. Now, um, last episode was, of course, the finish of the zoo decoration. As you notice, I've got a lot of it, continued. I haven't done everything because obviously these buildings are still undecorated, but that's okay. I'll get to them. I'm going to be doing decoration off camera from this point on, but I wanted to do a couple of episodes where I did it on camera so you could see what I was doing and what it took and how it worked and all that number. As you can see, the zoo is looking really good. And if you look at it from a visitor's perspective, let's turn on his camera and then go to the eyeball. You can see this looks like he's in a jungle, which is, of course, exactly what I was aiming at with all the plants and the rocks and the trees and such. This is um, it looks good. It's well themed. So anyway, as I promised, as I promised, today what we're going to be building is an otter exhibit. We're going to be building a habitat for the giant otters. My cousin Alana, who, as I explained in my last video, is a pretty serious supporter of this channel and who has been nothing but supportive since since I started it, um, requested that I do otters. So just for her, I'm going to do an otter habitat. Now, I did want to do one thing. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I did want to do one thing, and that was this. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, technically this is an elevated path, but what I want, hold on a second. I know how I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it like this. Like that. Go figure. So anyway, she asked for otters. They're her favorite animal, and I promised that she would get otters. And so today I'm going to actually fulfill that promise and make the otter habitat. And as you might be able to tell, as you might be able to guess, I'm going to be putting it in this area here. Um, excuse me. I'm going to be putting it in this big empty area here. Now, otters are a bit of a conundrum in that they don't require a lot of of empty space, um, but they nevertheless require a lot of water, which is, I guess, understandable given that they are an aquatic species. But even for but for an aquatic species, they're not that big. I mean, these otters are about the size of your average, um, of your average Jack Russell Terrier. So you wouldn't think that they would need um, that much land area, but they do. So it's going to be interesting. Now I'm, as always, using the null barriers to kind of designate where I'm going to be building, and then I'll be playing with it once we get in. Making changes, shifting the barriers, all that number. Because I mean, for one thing, something that I wanted to do is I wanted to have an underwater viewing area for part of this. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to remove some of the barriers um, so that I can lower the terrain. It's just a thing. Also, I do want to have an elevated viewing area that goes out over the habitat. combined with the underwater viewing area. So I'm trying to think of where I want to put it. Hold on just one moment. My headset was on funny and it was digging into my ear, so I had to adjust it. Sorry about the noise if you heard all that. So anyway, so I just have to figure out where I want to put the underwater viewing area and where I want to put the elevated viewing area. I think I know. I think I know where I want it. All right, so let's do this. We're going to just completely wipe out this part here of the barrier. Now, and then we can bring it right about there. All right, that's 4 meters. Is that 4 meters? It's about 4 meters. All right. Okay, yeah, that's about 4 meters. So then we will get ourselves a digging tool here. This is actually flattened to foundation, which just makes everything the same elevation. But what I want to do is this. And so I'm going to make all of this on the same general level. You may notice that I'm putting some of this area into the zoo, or into the habitat rather. Well, that's because this is where the water's going to go. You know? So I'm going to do this. And let's smooth this out. Hold on a sec. All right. I'm going to smooth this part out. And now what I want, let's see, let's get the path out. I'm using this beach board path. I love this beach board path for this section of the zoo, but I'm not gonna, I did use the log path over here, but for the most part, I'm gonna keep this beach board path. Now let's see. Is that gonna be too much? Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, I also want to keep it going kind of this way in case I want to build something over here. But right now, this, okay, wait, it needs more room over here. Hold on. Not good enough. There we go. Okay. Now let's get back to the path and the path of the path. Okay. Now, I'm swinging wide here because this area here, I'm pointing at the screen with my finger. What a doofus. I can't believe I just pointed at the screen with my finger like you guys can see what I was doing. Holy moly, I feel like a moron. Okay, this area here, you can see my mouse. This area here is going to be another habitat. What a goofball. Holy moly. Can you believe I did that? I can't. I can't believe I did that. I actually pointed toward the screen with my finger. Holy moly. I feel like a moron now. So anyway, this other area here, to the side of where I'm putting the otters, is going to be another habitat. Now let me move you up here, and you back just a little bit, and you back just a little bit, and so, hello. Obstructed. Why is it? You weren't obstructed when I put you in. Don't tell me you're obstructed now. Okay. I hate uncooperative barriers. Yes, okay. So now what we need is to once again, okay, you, move you to here. Now, this area, I'm going to use the terrain tool again. Now you may notice, all right, I'm going to smooth this out. Let me make this smaller. I'm going to smooth out this shoreline, if you will, because if the shore isn't smooth, then the animals can't get into the water. And these are otters, so it's absolutely required that they be able to get into the water. Smooth. All right. You get the terrain tool again. 4 meters, and it's 6 meters wide, and it's 4 meters deep, so let's make it 8 meters deep. All right. And we'll just adjust the setting here for just a sec. And then, boom. Okay. This one. Now what I might do, anyway, what I was about to say was what I might do is I might remove the path for just a second. Do I want to do this? Yeah, let's give it a try. I'm going to remove the path for just a second. And then bring the terrain, bring this depth of terrain out to about here. All right. Like so. And then what I want to do, let me get the path back. What I want to do is basically, no, come on. Right. So see how it's elevated slightly? Thing is, I don't want to go too high on it because that defeats the purpose of the sunken area. So yeah, let me try this again. All right, that'll work. So barriers, barriers. Who's got the barriers? Let's see. Right. So I'm going to bring this up to here. And I'm going to move this over. All right. And what I want is basically, we're going to bring this one up there. So what I want is this through that to be the thick glass. No, 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 don't do that. I want this post to move. We'll put it right there. All right. Now, make it all a uniform height just because I like uniform heights. You know, and you guys can start seeing my idea, I'm hoping. All right. Terrain, terrain, who's got the terrain? Let's see. I'm going to have to move the glass before I add the water just to get the right effect. Okay. All right. Now let's see about the water. Saying that's as high as I can make it. Really? Okay, well, if that's as high as I can make it, then that is as high as I can make it. You know, I'm fine with that. That's not bad. However, I'm going to make it a little bit deeper, just a touch, in spots. You know, just in the middle here. Hold on. Like this. Not very much, not very far, just a little bit in the middle. Okay? So, and let's see about the water again. All right. Now, Okay. This is looking pretty good so far. Now, it really is. I know you're probably going, what is he talking about? It's bare bones. No. Trust me, this is looking really good so far. When have I ever steered you guys wrong, right? Wrong, right? Wrong, right. I'm sorry, that was weird. When have I ever steered you guys wrong, right? Wrong, right. I've steered you guys. Have I steered you guys wrong, right? No. That's a weird thing to say, and I would never say anything like that on purpose, right? Of course not. So, I want the path Is that a dip in my terrain? That is a dip in my terrain. How about that? Okay. Now I'm going to bring this barrier over this way. Just, giving the habitat a little extra room, as it were. Because I want to do a specific thing with it. Okay, now before anybody asks, this is where the entrance is going to be, right there. Okay. So you may notice that we don't have complete walls yet. That's just fine. It really is. I'm going to come over here because we love these rock walls. I'm going to borrow some rock walls. The first place we're going to put one is right here. Let me get this a little more centered, maybe. Okay. That's a good start. Let's then move these rocks down here. Because what I want to give the otters plenty of room, but at the same time, I want to give the people lots of viewing opportunities. And the otters aren't necessarily shy, but I also want to give them plenty of places to hide if they need to hide. Mostly they're going to hide from the people. Okay, we're going to do that and then give them another copy of it. So we can bring that down. Okay. Like so. Like so. This, let's work on the barrier again. We're going to bring this down to here so that it's effectively in the rock. The edge of this barrier is effectively going to be in the rock. In fact, I'm going to make another copy of this one rock and bring it over this way just a little and then sink it so that it reinforces the barrier. Okay. I'm going to split it right there, bring this over to there, and then this, oh come on, that's probably this piece here. Oh, my glass. No, I don't want that. I want flat top. Okay, crying out loud. I want flat top, damn it. I will have flat top. I will have flat top glass if it kills me. Okay, fine. Okay. Right. Yes, this is like the second copy of these rocks I'm making. But, you know, when needs must. There we go. So, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Jack, what is the purpose of putting one-way glass there? Why are you putting one-way glass there? Well, I will show you in just a moment. And we're going to convert that one to one-way glass too. It does need to be visible through the other side though. Like that. So, you go back to the paths. You remember the paths, don't you? They're the things that let you move from place to place. There we go. Okay. And we're going to grab another rock wall. Rock walls are our friends. I don't care what anybody says. All right. We will get rid of that, and we will move these that away, and then move that one, and that one that away. It's a technical term, that away. It means over yonder. Hooray for imprecise language, right? Okay. Now, like I said earlier, you were probably wondering what I was going to be doing with this corner. Well, I'll tell you. What I'm doing is this. Okay, let me get the walls. Bamboo. And I want the roof. Okay. Okay. This is working. This is working well. Move this down some. And just to there, and then... And I know that kind of overlaps, but that's okay. Okay. Whoops. Let's lower the size on that indicator there. All right. Now, let's do another one. And now we need, what do we need? What do we need? We need these. Basically, we're going to use these as like support rods on the corner. And again here, and again over here. Okay.